I mean, not a hungry vampire, man. I'll
Nah.
catch one maybe after he's eaten like a 4-course meal, but
Yeah, yeah. Because what are
not
the
not when he's not when he's like famished. He's like been intermittent fasting for like 12 hours.
yeah, what do they say in Interview with the Vampire? He hasn't fed yet. I love that movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great. That's a
Yeah,
great movie. But yeah, I mean, but one thing I want to separate real quick before we continue is that like because that monsters is it's a gigantic umbrella. Like I don't really consider Sasquatch a monster. I consider him,
I
if he was
agree.
to exist, it is an animal we have yet to discover.
Yes.
Just like if we were to discover the Kraken or some gigantic quote unquote sea monster or the Loch Ness monster, I would classify that as this is an animal of which we just didn't know existed. Right? That's to me. That's one thing. Or the chupacabra. Like that's how it's described. It's an animal. It's an animal that hunts usually livestock. Right? That makes
Yes.
sense to me. Now there's that monster, which I'm just gonna call an animal. Right?
Yeah.
And it'd be like if you stumbled across a dragon. Is that a monster? I mean, it's monstrous, but
Yeah.
you could also say it's probably it's an animal. It's a beast of some sort.
Well,
What I go
no,
ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you finish first.
Well, no. What I was gonna say is, then there are the monsters that are you could say are there might be a dealing with the supernatural, like a vampire. I'd classify it has thought, it thinks, it has an intellect, it has a mind, and can have its own will. That gets into like another category. I put like a werewolf into that
Yeah.
category, witches into that category, El Cuco, the boogeyman, um, the Slender Man. That's like these entities that are not human yet have maybe likes and dislikes and a will of their own. Those are to me much more frightening.
Yes, and those are the ones that have their roots in antiquity. So
Yes.
I would say you're right.